when he heard spontaneous gunfire. And when he got up and looked out of the two-story apartment window, he saw Detroit, aka Leon Benson, running southeast down Pennsylvania Street towards Priscilla Apartments, while several individuals ran north down Pennsylvania Street. Brooks said it was a good possibility Detroit committed the crime. This entire statement this imposter witness gave was coerced and vigorously conflicted with all other evidence, artificial and blemished fallaciously. When Brooks, a middle-aged, convicted robber, parole violator, imposter of the truth, testified not only at one but two trials, he was unable to describe any clothing worn by any of the many individuals. He claimed to have seen on the scene. And then, repulsively, Brooks lost all memory about any events he conveyed to Detective Alan Jones. At the trial, Prosecutor Randy Head was so infuriated by the state's own witness, avert to transparent coercion while on the witness stand, he dismissed Brooks in utter disgust. Christy Schmidt, the second witness, a Star newspaper delivery woman, and the state's material eyewitness, gave Detective L.A. Van Buskert a statement in August 1998, just 30 to 40 minutes after the crime. In Christy Schmidt's statement, she said that she had begun her route as she was approaching a newspaper vending box located northwest corner of 14th and Pennsylvania Street, when she noticed a black pickup truck pulled over just south of the intersection on the west side of the street facing south. Her attention was compelled to the illuminated taillights of the truck. As Schmidt began filling the vending box, she heard 3 or 4 pops, like firecrackers. When she looked up to her left, which was south in the direction of the sounds, she then observed a black male standing on the passenger side of the truck on the sidewalk. The shooter turned in Schmidt's direction, walked north to the end of the truck's bed, turned back around, walked to the cab of the truck, pointed a gun into the passenger side window and fired 2 more shots into the truck's cab. Schmidt said that she had seen the flash from the muzzle of the gun in the last 2 shots. Then the shooter began walking quickly south down the sidewalk, and he reached the lot to the Damien Center. He cut west, running through the parking lot from the scene. Schmidt then left from the vending box, where she was loading the papers, to go to her vehicle, which was 10 feet apart. Now in her vehicle, she proceeded to call 911 on her truck cell phone, but she got no response. Then she drove south down Pennsylvania Street, passing the back of the Damon truck, then Damon Center lot. Schmidt said that they were too far away to identify. After 2 blocks away from the scene, she finally made contact with 911. Schmidt returned to the black truck about 10 minutes later, where she met a black woman named Cheryl King, who also called 911. They then waited for the police to arrive together. Schmidt said that although the shooter did not stand in the streetlight on the corner, she felt that her headlights were illuminating the scene enough that she could possibly identify the shooter. Christy Schmidt described the shooter as follows: African American male in early to mid-20s, dark complected, 5'8", skinny build, black t-shirt, black baggy sweatpants, 3 stripes down the legs, short hair, possibly no facial hair, and dark tennis shoes. A witness by the name of Carol Knight stated to the police Leon Benson was wearing stonewashed blue jeans and a blue shirt with an emblem on it and a jacket. His testimony never was contradicted in the trial. If you look at the actual police diagrams, it correlates with each witness statement of the action by the suspect. Also, you have to keep in mind that I'm a light-complected African-American male, 5'10". I'll have his photo in the beginning of this. Conveyed by actual police scene diagram made by R. Layton, the distance between the tailgate of the truck and the vending box was approximately 146 feet 7 inches, which is roughly 49 yards, half a football field. This distance alone is immensely unreliable for identification, evoked by Christy Smith's decision to choose an innocent man out of a photo array lineup 1 week after the crime occurred on the day of my arrest on August 14, 1998. I was in police custody. Why wasn't I placed in a live lineup? Statistically, reported by Amnesty International, African American defendants, when identified by Caucasian victims and witnesses from photo array lineups, are the highest defendants who are misidentified and falsely convicted. Also, I truly believe that the detectives and prosecution coerced Schmidt to deceive justice. In bold contradiction of Smith's testimony, aptly supports my dialectic conclusion. At the trial, in which the first result was in a hung jury, so at the second trial, the first of which resulted in a hung jury, 6 not guilty, 1 undecided, and 5 guilty. Never once was a motive established in the crime, nor was there any physical DNA evidence connecting me to the crime.